A woman catches her husband cheating on her with another woman. Devastated, she decides to play the Squid game with her husband. The husband pushes her away, so instead, she goes play Squid games with her son. She pops the son's dalgona candy and eats it. Can the man turn things back to normal? The movie follows a story of an unnamed son, his father, and his mother. One morning, the mother stumbles on the father having a call with his friend, discovering that the father has a secret friend. The mother gets upset and tries to snatch the phone from the father. The father tries to take it back, resulting in a fight with the mother. The father overpowers the mother and throws her on the floor. The father then proceeds with the call again on the balcony. The son quietly observes them while having breakfast but doesn't bother to interfere. Later that day, the father goes to date. However, he gets caught by the son. The son discovers the father eating with his secret friend in a restaurant and then catches him eating out his secret friend's Venus flytrap in the back of a car. At night, the mother decides to exact her vengeance by chopping the father's sausage. She seizes a ceremonial knife from the family's Buddha statue and sneakily enters the father's room. As the mother is about to slice up the sausage, the father wakes up and repels her. The father pushes the mother out of his room and locks the door. When the crazy mother sees her attempt going to fail, she directs her fury to the son instead. The mother goes to the son's room quietly. She attacks the son in his sleep. Unfortunately, the son is not lucky enough to wake up in time and repel her attack. The mother is successful in uprooting the son's life tree. The son screams, gaining the father's attention. The father panics and goes to the son's room. The father finds out that the mother has chopped the son's carrot. The father asks the mother to hand him over the son's carrot for reattachment, which she is holding in her hand. The mother denies it. The father pushes her to the floor. The mother, out of anger, chews on her son's carrot. The father tries his best to retrieve it from the mother's mouth. However, the mother gobbles it down. The father then picks up the son and rushes to the hospital. After their departure, the mother leaves home and disappears into the darkness. At the hospital, doctors manage to stop the bleeding. The son starts struggling with the embarrassment of being seen as a less manly person. The father blames himself for the incident because his actions created these unintended consequences. He feels guilty. He tries to shoot himself to better understand his son's pain. However, at the last moment, he decides not to. He instead goes to the hospital and meets with a surgeon. He asks the surgeon to surgically remove his bone of contention. The surgeon performs the surgery and preserves it in an ice jar. Some days later, when the father is going to drop the son to school, he is approached by his secret lover. The lover wants to have a hormone sandwich with the father. She is ignorant that the father has lost his asset. The father ignores her and runs away, making her think he has dumped her. At school, a student finds out the son's secret. He, along with his friends, bullies the son. Luckily, the father intervenes timely and saves him. The next day, the son goes to the secret friend's grocery store to buy some milk. To his surprise, the friend offers him her milk instead. The son likes the idea and takes it. However, when the secret friend tries to make a move on the son, he gets afraid. The son runs away from the friend's store to protect his secret. As the father laments the loss of his son's magic wand, he becomes fixated on giving his son back his happiness. He turns to the internet and reads articles on transplants. He also searches for alternative ways of feel-good practices without the tool. The next day, the son goes to the friend's store again. This time, however, he is attacked by the school bullies. A passerby group rescues the son. Being a target of bullying and physical abuse, the son feels at the bottom of the male social hierarchy. The group leader befriends the son. He offers him to join in for a group boogie of his father's friend. The son accepts it to stop the rumors about him from spreading. The group leader peeps on the son while he is with the friend. To avert his suspicion, the son imitates fake motions with the friend. Soon after the incident, the police arrests the son. He and other accomplices are called to the police station for investigation. The father goes to his son's rescue. He tells the investigating police officer that his son is arrested on false accusations, telling them that his son is not a man and cannot participate in such activity. The father tells the investigating officer that he can show his son's magic wand if he does not believe him. The officer agrees. The father tries to show officers the proof. However, the son gets angry and attacks the father. Another police officer comes to the rescue and holds the son. The first officer then checks the son's magic wand in front of the group leader and other group members. The officer is shocked to find out that the father is indeed telling the truth. The group leader and the other members start laughing at the son, making the son angry. He beats the group leader in front of the officers. When the father tries to help the son, he kicks him again. At home, the father is heartbroken about the condition of his son. He attempts quitting but changes his mind at the last moment. He continues his research about alternative ways of feel-good practices. The son is sentenced to serve some time in prison. At night, the son is assaulted by other inmates who attempt to take advantage of him. The police then shift the son to solitary confinement. After several days of research, the father comes across articles on secret feel-good procedures. He finds out that no pain, no gain. The father discovers that rubbing an abrasive material on the skin, such as a scouring pad or a rock, can result in fountain release. The father gives it a try. To his surprise, the method indeed results in pleasure. The father gets successful in creating the population pudding and rejoices with happiness. The next day, the father meets with the son and shows him the technique of abracadabra by rubbing a rough rock against his skin. The son doubts his father and rejects the procedure mentioned in the paper. However, at night, the son decides to give it a try. He breaks a piece of rock from the prison wall and rubs it on his arm. The son fails initially, but after several attempts, the son also becomes successful in creating the population pudding. On his release day from prison, the father gives the son an abrasive rock as a gift. The son shies away initially but accepts the gift gladly. On his way back home, he passes by the friend's store. He gets excited. At home, he creates the population pudding while thinking of the friend. The father witnesses him doing the deed and offers post-medic assistance. The two then bond over their newfound love for rocks. The next day, the son goes to the friend again and offers her vengeance. The friend stabs his shoulder. She does not know that the boy is now different and takes pleasure from it. The son gets excited and tells the friend to continue. When the friend observes that the boy gets happiness by throttling the handle back and forth, she gets excited too. The two then become partners and plot revenge on the group leader. On the group leader's release day from prison, the friend meets him and invites him to her place. She gets him drunk and craftily puts his face under the table. The son ambushes them and holds the group leader's hands while the friend chops his carrot. Due to anger, the friend throws the carrot away. The son grabs the carrot and runs. The group leader follows. The two fight on the roadside for who wants to be a millionaire. The group leader's carrot slips from the son's hand during the fight and falls on the main road. The carrot gets run over by a truck. The group leader comes back to the friend for revenge. However, the son rescues the friend timely. He stabs the group leader's shoulder and starts throttling him, giving the group leader euphoria. The friend joins them, and the three have a hormone sandwich together. Back at home, the father learns of a trial transplant procedure. He calls the surgeon who has removed his carrot and tells him to operate on his son. The surgeon tells about the risks of the process. However, the father is stubborn to take this risk. The surgeon attaches the father's frozen carrot from the ice jar to the son, and the operation becomes successful. The son goes to the friend to try his new tool. However, the two become dejected when he fails to activate his magic wand. The friend and the son give their multiple tries to make the magic work. However, each time, the effort results in failure. The son fails to activate his magic wand, making the friend think the operation is unsuccessful. The friend, who has now have a change of heart, displays less and less interest in the son with the carrot. One day, the father gets a ring on the doorbell. When he opens the door, he is shocked to find that the mother has returned home after being absent since the night of the attack. The mother apologizes to the son and goes to sleep. The next day, the mother tries to make things right with the family. She goes to the father and starts a relationship with him, only to find out that he can no longer have a hormone sandwich because he has given his magic wand to their son. However, the father offers her another role. The mother denies it. She then goes to her son and shows him affection. However, this sparks the ignition in the son. The appendage of the father's tree of life to the son's soil results in an unusual muscle memory. The son's magic wand now only responds to the mother's touch. The father, mother, and son all get shocked by this. One night, the mother secretly goes to the son's room. She touches his magic wand in sleep, making it activate it. The son wakes up, and he allows it. He covers his face with a blanket. The mother continues to cast the spell till his seed fell. As the son's gun is about to fire, he grabs the mother. When the father finds out about the situation, he becomes jealous. He tries to take back his magic stick from the son. However, this time the son gets saved by his mother. The three then cry and sleep. The next night, the mother attempts to have a hormone sandwich with the son. The father gets angry about this. He takes the mother away from the son, despite knowing he will never succeed in making the mother happy. The mother pushes him out as he is making no progress. The desperate father then takes out the mother with himself. The son wakes up by the sound. He finds his mother and father on the stairs. Guilty of the events, the son blames his magic wand for everything and shoots it. The movie ends with the son adopting a spiritual life. He becomes content with his non-phallic existence.
Thank you all for your support. If you want to watch more content like this, like and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comments section, and I will see you next time. Stay curious.